Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
We go! 70, Indy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. 33 yards that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Jackson found his target. It's Anderson. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
From the 36, Jackson. Josh Doxson's got it complete. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line. Set. 22, check, follow. 22, check, follow. Shrink that ball. Check 43.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on fourth and goal. They come out here in the eye. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. Fourth and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but
then he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack by Jordan Willis. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 39-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He can run for it, and he will. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah.
He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin has already handed me a piece of paper with that yard.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Lutz with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back and forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This is caught by Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminded me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10.
Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him done.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struck diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check curls.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'll look to throw here. Caught by Allen. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're going to try and throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 87 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
26.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He may try and run for this. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Demario Davis there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Right back to him on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Jackson to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot for Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.